Hello, yogi families. Hope this finds you well. I've had some requests for gentle flows, but there's always a room to kick it up a notch if you want it. So 2 blocks for this practice. We're going to use them in our sun salutation, so no chaturangas, which is a nice surprise, right? Starting in Virasana, knees are going to be together. I'm going to slip the block onto the lowest setting, squeezing the block with the ankles and the arches of the feet, moving my hip creases to draw down and allow the inner thighs to rotate sweetly to the earth. And as I begin to breathe into the front body, connecting to the back body, kind of like a corset, so sucking it all in, right? And as we meet these 2 forces together, lifting out of the crown and surrendering into the shoulders, placing the palms on your lap like a little bowl. The thumbs can touch to make a little triangle. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the lips. Finding any sensations into the body as we connect deeply into our physical space. Spreading through the toes like sunflowers on a spring day. Lifting through the back of the skull and then lengthening the tailbone towards your earth or your block. Surrender into your sweet spot. Take a couple more rounds of your breath to center. If you haven't already, maybe moving into that Ujjayi Pranayama, I'm going to turn to face you. Softening around the cheekbones and the eye sockets. A little awareness between the upper and lower jaw. And then on your next in-breath, drop the chin towards your heart. With an exhale, let everything go. Fingertips can stay on either side or into the lap. Take a big breath in, shoulders towards your ears, and exhale, sweetly surrender them. Right hand's going to find a little cupcake, left fingertips to your sky. So on a big breath in, as you exhale, side bend to the right. So we're not crunching to the right side. We want to find some length, so allow the shoulders to draw down. Opening and peeling your chest. Take a big breath here. And exhale. Left hand's going to come forward and find that cupcake on the other side. Right fingertips towards your sky. And as you exhale, surrender and lean over to the left. So if we can get longer out of the right side and draw that right hip crease down, connecting to that corset, take a big breath. And exhale. Chin pass through center, interlacing the fingers behind the back. So allow the right thumb to be on top, lifting through your chest. And as you exhale, chin towards your heart. One more time. Big breath in. Soft breath out. Fingertips sweep up. Let's find those knees and shins. And as you exhale, surrendering the sit bone. So I'll show you a little side view. Left thumb this time on top. Big breath in. Open and peel through the heart. As you exhale, knit the ribs in, chin towards your chest. Long arms, soft elbows. One more time. Big breath in. And a big breath out. And as we crawl forward, allow the blocks to be at the front of your space for easy access. Fingertips are going to face forward, wrapping the triceps in, knees snuggle underneath the hips, tops of the feet plug down. Inhale, peel the heart forward into that first cow tilt. And then as you exhale, round in, chin towards your chest. Inhale, allow the heart to move forward, inner elbow shine forward as well. Exhale, lengthen tailbone, find that beautiful rainbow shape. One more time, big breath in. And a soft breath out. This time on your inhale, we're going to tuck that right toe and allow that right heel to press back. So on an inhale, rock forward into your finger pads. And as you exhale, press back with your heel print. So heaping the hips and shoulders square, belly toned toward the back body, warming up the back of the calf and right through that glute. One more time with your breath. And then on your next exhale, bring your right knee in. Inhale, cow tilt of the chest. And exhale, just to reset, find that cat. Inhale, join me into that tabletop. Gently tuck your left toe. Flex back through your left heel. Feel that stretch. Inner left thigh rotates forward. Inhale, find the 10 finger pads. Exhale, flex back. So connecting into the shoulders, gaze is long. Big breath in, move forward. Exhale. Left knee meets your left hip. Inhale, move your heart forward into that cow tilt. Exhale, round in. Inhale, tuck your toes. Find that first downward facing dog. We're not going to stay here that long. I just want you to find a nice stretch of your mat with your finger pads wrapping your tricep, head hanging head. And as you bend through the knees, just slowly start to walk yourself up to meet the front of your space. And when you arrive, find the medium height of your blocks. Palms are going to press. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw shoulders away from your ears, and then exhale. Bend your knees, belly to thighs, chin towards your heart. One more time. Big breath in. And a soft breath out. Root to rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. So you find those sun salutes. Big toes are going to touch, heels slightly wider. Inhale, fingertips fly high. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Find that halfway lift. Exhale, step that right leg back into a low lunge, right knee and shin down. So as we plug into the right shin and top of the right foot, find one of your blocks, widest width, and we're just going to bring that block right overhead. So a beautiful stretch across the chest. But notice if the front ribs start to plug forward, right? We want to connect them like through the back body, find that corset, and allow those outer hips to draw in. So with the fingertips reaching forward and up, as you exhale, slide the shoulders down. Take one more breath here. And soft breath out. Inhale, release the block onto the earth. So medium setting maybe or low setting. As we rock back, that right hip is right over your right knee. Blocks are going to come right underneath your shoulders. Lift that left leg and bring the left heel forward. So as we dig the left heel down, left thigh bone back, inhale, lift up out of the sacrum. As you exhale, bend the elbows. So find that nice stretch, integrity of that calf, hamstring, and then glute. Take one more breath in and a soft breath out. On your next inhale, let that left knee find your left heel print. So here's the fun part. We're going to take the blocks on the lowest height. Both hands are going to find the blocks. Tuck your right toe, lift your right knee. We're going to step back to a plank. So with no chaturanga working that core, we're going to hold this plank. Firing back through your heels. Lengthening tailbone, crown towards the front, wrapping tricep in, protract your shoulders, stay with me for one breath in, and exhale, and then move the hips up and back into your down dog. So what this does is, it lifts the earth about 3 inches, right? No dumping into the shoulders. And then on your inhale, both hips and heels and lift, right leg is going to lift. Come high on the ball of the left foot, right knee towards your tummy. Shoulders over your wrist, right foot between your block. You're going to snug that left knee back, left top of the foot presses. Find that block widest width, and here's those beautiful breaths. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, connect. Inhale, shine. Exhale, soften. Inhale here. Exhale, one more breath in. Big breath out. As we release that block to the earth, maybe medium setting, and as we bring that left outer hip over my left knee, I'm going to extend my right leg forward. So right heel digs down, right outer hip drops back. Little pocket of air behind the knee joint, so we never want to hyperextend or lock it out. So on an inhale, lift away from your earth, and as you exhale, maybe bend the elbows and find that sensation. Can you wiggle through your right toes? One more inhale here. Soft exhale. And on your next inhale, right knee moves forward. Bring the blocks with you, highest height. Tuck your left toe, lift your left knee, step to the front of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, forward fold. Leave the blocks there on an inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, wash it away, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, finding those blocks. Exhale, left leg back into your lunge, left knee and shin down. top of the left foot plugs in. So this time, instead of bringing the block overhead, we're gonna bring it behind us. So it's like we're shaving our bottom, but lifting through the front of the chest and the shoulders, not locking anything out. Right knee over right heel print, outer hips drawing in, plug and lift up. Take one more breath in and a soft breath out. Releasing that block forward. Take the block underneath your left hand, lowest height. Left hand underneath left shoulder. Maybe bring that left knee behind just a little bit more. Right fingertips to your sky. Find that beautiful twist. So as we breathe, lengthen to the left lung towards your right inner thigh. Shoulders away, big reach in. And exhale. Next inhale, find length. And as you exhale, let's find those blocks on the lowest height. Tuck your left toe. Lift your left knee. Here's your plank pose. Shoulders out of your ears. Fire back with your heels on your inhale. Exhale, protract your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen the base of the skull. Exhale, belly to spine. Stay here for one breath in. Soft breath out. Inhale, connect. Exhale, lifts you into that downward facing dog. On an inhale, lifting your left heel towards your sky. Come behind the ball of the right foot. Bend your left knee, snug to your belly. Shoulders over your wrist, protract those shoulders. Step your left foot through. Lower right knee and shin down. Taking that block behind you for that generous stretch. So it's like now you're shaving the right side of your leg, but lifting through the footprint of your heart. Working your fingertips towards the earth, outer hip squaring in. Inhale here. Exhale, belly to spine. Big breath in. Soft breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Release that block on the lowest height underneath your right hand. Finding that twist. Maybe snugging that right knee back, left hand to your sky. So we can lean back, but we're not locking out the joint. Left knee moves forward. Right lung towards left thigh. Shoulders out of your ears. Big breath in. Exhale, find your twist. One more inhale. One more exhale. Left hand's gonna find that block. Tuck your right toe. Lift your right knee. Step to the front of your space. Blocks medium height. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. So here we find chair pose with the blocks. So block, thinnest width, right between your inner thighs. We're gonna plug into our feet, squeeze that block, take your thumbs into your hip crease and draw them back. So the knees don't move forward, they slide back. Now from the thumbs and the hip creases, take your left hand onto the belly, your right hand onto your sacrum. So marry these two, right? And then your heart to your upper back lift. And maybe the hands stay in front of your heart. Easy peasy lemon squeezy on the shoulders, right? So squeezing the integrity of the block, internal rotation towards your earth. Fingertips move forward. Shoulders don't leave that socket, slide them back. Here, big breath in. Exhale. If you want a little bit more heat, sit a little bit deeper. Find your belly, your connection. Maybe those biceps frame your ears. Chin doesn't block off that airway. Right off the gaze. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, root to rise. Squeeze that block as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Take the block out of your thighs. Place it on the lowest height. We're gonna find that plank pose for that 3-breath hold. So on an inhale, lift belly in. As you exhale, fire heels back. Engage all the muscles of the arms and legs. Lengthen through the base of the skull. Big breath in. Soft breath out. Knees nice and wide, child's pose. Keep the blocks where they are, so feel that beautiful stretch behind the shoulders. Maybe rock from side to side. And when you're ready to, come join me into a tabletop. So warming up the hips for that beautiful warrior series. So fingertips are gonna face forward. Inhale, let the belly drop into that cow tilt. Right leg extends back, 3-legged tabletop. As you exhale, protract the shoulders. Hint of that cat, chin, knee towards your nose. Round it back. Three-legged tabletop. 2 more times. Big breath in. Exhale. Scoop it out. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Look over your left shoulder. Drop the right toes off the mat so it's like a beautiful rainbow shape of the right side, but flex back through your right heel. Maybe check things out. And then on your next inhale, back to center, cow tilt. Exhale, chin to your chest. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg. Three-legged tabletop. Exhale, knee to nose, round in, circle it out. Inhale, find length. Exhale, connect. 1 more time. Big breath in. Soft breath out. And as we lengthen that left leg, tap it off the right side of your mat, flexing through your left heel. Laser beams the shoulders and the hips. Maybe peek past that right shoulder. And then to reset, inhale, cow tilt. Exhale, round in. Now, if you want the blocks into your downward facing dog to come into your warrior one, you're more than welcome to. I'm gonna place my blocks up at the front because we're gonna need it just 1 block. So find your downward facing dog, hands shoulder width apart, feet about hips distance. Take a big breath in, soft breath out. On an inhale, right leg will lift, keeping the hips and shoulders square. Come climb to the ball of the left foot, right knee towards your tummy. Protract those shoulders, step the right foot through. So as we spin the back heel down, heel to heel alignment, right knee over your heel print, find one of your blocks and come up to your warrior one legs. So honoring this transition to move forward. So maybe for some of us, that means we have to occupy less real estate or more real estate. So pinky edge of left foot is pressing down, right knee over right heel print. Hit outer hips, squeezing in. I'm gonna take that block, widest width, right overhead for that beautiful stretch. So I press into the block, I send my shoulders down. Exhale, sit a little bit deeper. Big breath in. Soft breath out. 1 more inhale. Beautiful exhale. So as that block comes towards my heart, I'm going to lengthen the right leg. Spin the right toes in. Maybe walk that left foot out just a little bit. So the toes are gonna be pigeon-toed, placing the block right underneath my heart. Left hand on block, right hand on sacrum. I wanna grow long out of the crown, and as I exhale, guide that left lung right underneath my right. So this left shoulder is not going towards my ear, it's sliding down. I'm moving the breath and then opening up. My hips stay neutral, so that's where my right hand is. You can bring your right hand to the sky or just keep it placed on your sacrum. Take a big breath in, lifting through the arches. As you exhale, belly to spine, find that twist. 1 more inhale and exhale. Right hand takes the place of the left. Big breath in. As you exhale, find that twist. So right shoulder out of right ear. Big breath into the right lung, and I'm turning and I'm twisting, but I'm really keeping the hips square and my chest open. So take 1 more breath in, 1 more breath out. Hands back to the earth, little bend in the knees, shake the head yes and no, right? So as I bend the knees, I'm gonna bring that block with me. Keep that wide stance, turn my right toes forward, right knee over my heel print. I'm gonna take that block to the front of my space and open up into warrior two. The integrity of my right knee is over my right heel print. My right outer sit bone is drawing back towards my left heel print. I'm heel to arch alignment, and my left foot is parallel to the back of my mat, and there's this big opening across my chest flowing through my fingers. So as I lengthen through my right inner thigh, I exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Breathe into the length of the right side and left side, and then shimmy those shoulders into your space. 1 more inhale here, and exhale. Right fingertips sweep forward. Here is your peaceful. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands front of your space. As that left heel lifts, right knee over my heel print. Option to keep that left hand on the earth or block. Left knee to lower or keep it lifted. Right fingertips to your sky into that twist. So right knee over my heel print. Right outer hip draws back. Lift up through my pelvic floor and fire back through my left heel. One more inhale. And exhale. Right hand frames my right foot. Here's that plank pose for those 3 to 5 breaths. If you want that child's pose, take it, relax and rejoice, right? Spreading through your fingers, the tops of the feet. And when you're ready to join me, come back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel will lift this time. Hips and shoulders stay square. Come up onto the ball, the right foot, belly bright, left knee towards your tummy. Shoulders over your wrists, backpack. Step your left foot through. So heel to heel alignment, right foot out, about 45 degrees. Find one of your blocks, lengthen tailbone, press into your feet, rise up to your warrior one. So in warrior one, block overhead, triceps wrapping in. Hitchhike those thumbs back. Connect to low ribs, back body, lengthen, and a good stretch of your mat to find that beautiful lift right out through your crown. Smile on your inhale. Dedicate on your exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Block to your heart. Lengthen left leg. Now pigeon toe your toes in. Widen through your feet, right? So back view, right? I'm going to take that block underneath my right hand. There's your twist. If you want to go a little bit deeper, right hand to left ankle, take your twist, or stay neutral here. Keeping the hips square, big breath into right lung. Exhale, find your twist. One more inhale, one more exhale. Inhale, back through center, same thing. Left hand under your block, right hand onto your sacrum. Beautiful points of contact. Or a little bit deeper, right ankle, but don't shimmy your hips, right? I'm gonna stay neutral, say inhale here. Exhale. One more breath in. And exhale. Both hands underneath my shoulder. Let my head go. Bending the knees, shaking the head, yes. And no. As I bend through my knees, I'm gonna rise up. Right foot now parallel to the back of my mat. I'm gonna spin my left toes to the front of my mat, left knee over my heel print. Block to the front of my space, warrior two. So the integrity of left knee over left heel print. Left outer knee, left outer hip draws back. Pinky edge of right foot pressing. I'm lifting up from the ground and I'm softening through my shoulders as they flow into the wrist. Take here for an inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Can you relax the features of your face? One more inhale. And exhale. On your inhale, left hand flies high. Here's your peaceful for that beautiful stretch. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands front of your space. As that right heel lifts, right hand underneath right shoulder. Always place that right knee down if you want that modification or that block. Left fingertips to your sky. So as I press into the points of my contact, I draw everything towards the midline. My shoulders are out of my ears, my wrists and my arms are long. Big breath in. Exhale, twist. One more inhale. Beautiful exhale. Left hand's gonna frame that left foot. Step it back to your plank. Here's that beautiful breath to find length. Exhale, find strength. All those muscles hugging the bones. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful downward facing dog. Beautiful transition, right? Inhale. And exhale. Walking the hands towards your feet. Trying to death claw the mat. Bending your knees, take your thumbs into your hip creases, let the ribs find your thighs. Finding opposite elbows. Interlacing the fingers behind the back, your choice. Big breath in. Soft breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Chin towards your chest, slowly roll all the way up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. So finding a fun balance with our tree pose. You can do this on a block or off a block, right? If you're gonna choose to be off the block, left foot's gonna be your starting, right heel towards your left ankle, shin or inner thigh, right? I'll show you both variations. So as you plug down into the four corners of your left foot, starting into that, I would say like it's a baby tree. Hips don't open, they're square. You're allowing that right inner thigh, like our warrior two, to open up. And we don't sink into the mom hip, we draw up from that space and bring your hands to your heart. So this is option 1, option 2, option 3, 4, here, here. Or if you want to kick it up a notch, take a block and place the block underneath your left foot, right? And just food for thought. If you take this, you're only falling about 3 inches. You're not falling like off a building, which would be a little crazy, right? So if you're gonna find it, you can find your baby tree, right? The shin, get out of the bottom hip, right? I always tell my students, if you don't have a baby, a plant or a dog or a cat, whatever you're tickling your fancy, right? And we're not sweeping that right outer hip. The hips are moving forward, the right knee is to like about, I would say, 2 o'clock. Now the hands in front of your heart is lifting through the footprint and the back of the skull is lifting. Fingertips fly high, catching all that positive energy in your space. Take one more inhale and exhale. Hands back to your heart. Right knee slips forward. Right foot to the mat and just shake it off, right? And then the other side too. Right foot's your best friend. Left heel, right ankle. Squeeze everything towards your midline. You know all those points of contact and those variations. If you're going a little crazy and want to challenge your balance, step on a book if you don't have a block, right? Right foot, don't lock out that right knee. Draw that right outer hip in. Maybe you start in your baby tree. Finding that focus right off the tip of the nose. Don't clench your jaw, right? Those WTF lines, everyone gets a little serious when it comes to tree. So above or below the knee, whatever point of contact you're touching, squeeze and press to lift up, right? Finding that focus, shoulders are over your hips. Wobbling is good. That means muscles are working and we're smiling and loving life, right? Oh. And then when you're ready to come out of it, make sure you're breathing, hands to your heart, lower your left foot and your right foot. Shake it off, right? Place your blocks at the front of your space. On an inhale, arms overhead. And as we exhale, let's take that beautiful forward fold. Inhale, lifts you up into that halfway. And then as you exhale, stepping back to your plank, lowering your knees nice and wide, child's pose for that release. Taking a moment to come back to that intention if you set one. Reconnect a little bit deeper with your breath. And when you're ready on your inhale, shoulders over your wrists, cross your ankles, take a seat. As we extend the left leg long, moving what we've been blessed with. I like to have my blocks nearby. Crossing that right pinky edge to the left outer knee. And as the left elbow connects to my right knee, this point of contact is gonna send a signal. Oh, I don't wanna round here into my low back. I wanna lift up, right? And when we did those twists, left lung once again is gonna find that right inner thigh as we honor that right sit bone down and we lift up from that space. Now the right hand can reach for your sky for length or come behind you to encourage the twist. So as much as we're pressing down into the big toe of my right foot, it's sending a signal to my right knee, come towards my left shoulder, my left lung towards my right inner thigh. I take a big breath in into the length of my body, and as I exhale, I soften my shoulders, belly to spine, and I twist a little bit deeper. Now you don't have to be an owl, right? Chin can be level with my heart, over my right shoulder. I'm not death clawing the mat. I'm using this as leverage, right? And then on your next inhale, come back through center. Slide that right outer knee on top of my left knee. So half Gomukhasana. Pinky edge of right foot is pressing. My abundance is moving back. I love my blocks in this variation on the lowest height. On an inhale, lifting up through my fingers, and as I exhale, connecting my body to that right inner thigh, releasing the forearms. Oh, nice stretch into my left outer hip as well as my right. Stretching of the left calf, the left hamstring, left toes to your sky, and we're breathing into the length of the body. So if you feel like you're rounding too much, maybe come up a little bit higher, right? There are always those beautiful options, and our bodies change every day. Dedicating the breath into any tight areas that you may need a little TLC. Wiggling through your toes. And just remembering that they're there. Take one more inhale, my friends. And exhale. As the hands release to the earth, lifting up, moving the blocks off the side. Get the right leg long and maybe give it a little shake before we move into the other side. So as I move my abundance back, I'm going to bend my left knee, crossing pinky edge of left foot to right outer knee, right? Right elbow is going to connect to my left knee. So those points of contact, right? I lift up from, right lung to left inner thigh, opening through the collarbone, left fingertips to your sky, left outer hip draws down, left hand behind. So again, not sinking and rounding, connecting and lifting up. So again, not an owl, right? Seeing what feels good in your body. I love to press into the big toe of my left foot a lot just to reconnect to that left knee, right shoulder. And then as we come back through center, left outer knee to right upper knee, right? Pinky edge of left foot pressing. So I start to begin to feel this in my left outer hip, very tight for me. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dedicate that beautiful hinge. And again, where are you in your practice? Maybe it's elbows, thumbs towards the eye socket and the bridge of the nose, right? Anything that feels really magical. That's what we're supposed to feel in our practice. So listen to the soft texture of your breath. Closing of the eyes. Maybe a soft swallow. Take one more inhale throughout your body. And exhale. Let the back of the skull press back, lifting all the way up. Move your props off to the side. Left leg goes long. I like to give them a little lovey-lovey, right? And then from here, taking the soles of the feet together, more of like a diamond shape. So options here, blocks, medium setting or low setting. The heels in Tadasana. Option one, taking those finger pads like little Q-tips to open and be profound through the chest to find that beautiful hinge, right? We're not rounding here, we're finding all that length. If this is comfy cozy, we're gonna stay here. Or find the hands onto the ankles, and the elbows are gonna acknowledge the connection of the inner knees to lift us up. And as we exhale, move forward. So a little guidance of the hips, letting the shoulders fall heavy. Invite one more breath cycle into your body. And exhale. Let the back of the skull lift you up. The inner knees to find each other. Moving your sitting bones in the center of our mat. We're going to roll down, keeping your knees into your chest, giving yourself that big hug. And when you're ready to, allow the feet to be about mat's distance. Let the knees knock together. I'm going to move my props behind me. Palms are going to rest. Taking the knees over to the right and looking over the left shoulder. They can be into a low V or a T, your choice. On your next inhale, gaze is center, knees follow. And as you exhale, let the knees fall to the left as we sweep over to the right. One more time, knees over to the right, but this time lifting the pinky edge of your right foot to guide the left inner knee to the earth, right? IT band stretch, really nice. Hip flexors, quads, nice opening of that side. Keeping the shoulders snug. Then on your next inhale, releasing the right foot. Exhale, knees to center. Stay and rejoice for that inhale through center. And as you exhale, let the knees fall to the left. And that pinky edge of your left foot, if you want to go a little bit deeper, giving yourself that self-adjustment. Guiding the breath into the side waist as the shoulders fall heavy and the chest is open. Flexing strongly through your feet. Take one more breath here. And exhale. Lowering the left foot to the earth. Keeping the feet where they are, about mat's distance. Letting the inner knees knot together. Placing the hands under the belly and shimmying the shoulders underneath. And just take a moment here to collect your breath. Soften around the jawline. And you can stay in this beautiful shape. Or one by one, taking the legs nice and long, letting them flop open about mat's distance. Giving yourself that little adjustment underneath the shoulder blades. Backs of the hands rest, palms open freely to your sky. Take a big breath in. Let the breath pass through your lips. Exhale. And here we find Shavasana. And you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. As you start to welcome those movements of the fingers and the toes, connecting to the body. Big full body stretch as the fingertips reach away from your toes. Maybe that pocket of air revisits the base of the spine. As you exhale, bending at the knees, let the feet touch the earth, and then guide you over to the right for that pause of gratitude. And as you're ready to, come join me in that comfortable seat of your choice. Making any adjustment in the sit bones as you need, and as you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Welcoming the breath into the body. Let your practice fill your space. Thank you for joining me for this gentle flow. Namaste.